Imagine receiving an invitation, not to a party or a wedding, but to a road trip. This isn't your average road trip, though. It's not from a relative or a friend, but from an unknown source. The invitation is peculiar, adorned with strange symbols that seem to dance and shift when looked at directly. The message is cryptic, hinting at a journey of discovery, an adventure of a lifetime. It's all very intriguing, yet unsettling. Our protagonist's mind races. Who could have sent this? What do these symbols mean? And more importantly, should they go? After all, it's not every day that one receives such an unusual invitation. After much deliberation, curiosity wins over caution. The protagonist decides to heed the call of the unknown, to embark on this mysterious journey. Intrigued and slightly apprehensive, our protagonist packs a bag and sets off, unaware of the horrors that lie ahead. As the journey begins, the road starts to take on a life of its own. There's a thrill that stirs the soul, an intoxicating mix of anticipation and apprehension. The landscape, once familiar, starts to shift and distort, reminiscent of a surreal canvas of a disturbed artist. The road, once lively and bustling, becomes increasingly desolate and ominous, as if sucked into a void of silence. The protagonist's pulse quickens, the initial excitement now a distant memory replaced by a creeping unease. Suddenly, the car radio flickers to life, blaring a static-filled, haunting melody that seems to resonate with the eerie surroundings. The protagonist fumbles with the knobs, but the radio seems to have a mind of its own. The car's GPS, their only beacon in this alien landscape, betrays them, leading them to a dead end in the middle of nowhere. Suddenly, the car's engine sputters and dies, leaving our protagonist stranded in the middle of an unfamiliar dark road. In the dead silence of the night, the true horror begins to unfold. The protagonist's heart pounds like a drum in their chest, a dissonant rhythm in the otherwise silent night. The car, their only sanctuary in this desolate wilderness, refuses to start. The engine growls, but like a beast in its death throes, it fails to roar to life. Panic starts to claw its way up, gripping the protagonist with an icy fear. A gust of wind rustles through the nearby trees, whispering secrets only the night knows. It's an unnatural sound, a chilling whisper that sends shivers down their spine. It's as if the wind itself is alive, carrying a message from the unseen depths of the forest. A warning, perhaps, or a threat. The rearview mirror, usually a tool of safety, becomes a window to dread. Fleeting, shadowy figures flit in and out of view. They're there one moment, gone the next, leaving the protagonist questioning their sanity. They're like phantoms, specters of the night that exist just on the edge of perception. The protagonist's eyes dart from the mirror to the surrounding darkness, the eerie feeling of being watched amplifying their fear. But the night reveals nothing, an impenetrable veil of darkness that hides the lurking horrors. Then comes the sound that truly sets the heart racing, the unmistakable crunch of gravel underfoot. Footsteps. They're slow, deliberate, each one a chilling punctuation in the night silence. They're getting closer, each step a testament to the approaching terror. The protagonist's breath comes in ragged gasps, their hands shaking on the steering wheel. The footsteps are the only sound in the world, echoing in the protagonist's ears, a relentless reminder of the impending doom. As the footsteps grow louder, our protagonist is frozen in fear, the whispering wind carrying a terrifying message. You should not have come here. The whisper grows into a scream. The wind howls and the woods seem to close in, leaving our protagonist in a world of nightmares come to life. The anticipation reaches a fever pitch as the unknown entity draws closer. It's a palpable presence, an unseen terror lurking just out of sight. The protagonist can feel it, the cold touch of fear as it claws at their resolve. The world outside the vehicle is obscured by the thick, unforgiving fog that clings to the windows, creating a canvas of uncertainty. It's a deafening silence that follows the footsteps, a silence so profound it's as if the very air holds its breath in anticipation. The temperature plummets, a cold so biting it seeps into the bones, a chilling reminder of the impending horror. The protagonist braces themselves, every fiber of their being screaming to flee, but they are rooted to the spot, frozen in fear. Just as the protagonist gathers the courage to look outside, a blood-curdling scream rings out, echoing through the desolate road. What happens next? Well, that's a story for another time.